Welcome everyone. On behalf of the Philadelphia Union, I welcome you to today's special event. In a year of significant achievements, we add today's grand opening and ribbon cutting ceremony to that list. In 2016, the culture of the Philadelphia Union changed. Union Chairman Jay Sugarman gave the keys to the car to Sporting Director Ernie Stewart, knowing that Ernie would be a very good driver. And under Ernie and a very good, strong coaching staff, this is what the club has done. They've been in playoff contention all season long with 2 games still to go. Set a club record for most home wins in a season. Watched Andre Blake and Keegan Rosenberry become all-stars. 3 first-round draft choices have been in the starting 11 on multiple occasions this season. No other MLS club could make that claim. We've seen ownership step up and put significant dollars into the acquisition of U.S. international Alejandro Bedoya in August. We've watched the academy grow and witnessed more homegrown signings. And we've watched Bethlehem Steel become a part of the Union family tree. Today starts another chapter. Today, the Union formally welcomes you to the Power Training Complex. 2 regulation-sized fields and a state-of-the-art indoor facility adjacent to Talon Energy Stadium. The indoor facility has a weight training area, an area for physical therapy, a nutrition center, locker rooms, state-of-the-art video theater, a players' lounge, and offices for Union coaches and the support staff. This is a game changer. When players are weighing their options on where to play, they look at many things. Dollars are involved, of course, coaching staff, what role they might play with their team, what's the city like, what are the supporters like, and there are 2 other big factors. Where do you play the home games? Is it an old stadium with no frills, or is it one of the new, beautiful modern stadiums? And now I think even more important, where does the team train? The Union only have 17 MLS home games. If you added Open Cup, friendlies, and potential playoff games, you're still looking at maybe 20 to 25 home dates. So where are the players and coaches on all of the other working days? Well, now they're going to be here. This is where top-notch talent from all over the world will come to play for the Philadelphia Union. This is where Union Academy players will take their initial steps on their way to making an MLS roster. This facility becomes the game changer. Before we talk more about the facility and hear from our guest speakers, we direct you to our 2 video screens.
Having a place to call home and a place to build your identity and your culture from is a big thing. And what this building does is create a foundation where we can improve, where we can be the best we can be, and is the real building block for this club going forward. It's amazing to have a facility of this quality, and truly lucky to be able to call this home.
When you have a training facility and you're trying to give the club an identity and create like that real professional vibe, the training facility goes a long way. And when you're trying to attract players, when you have a facility like this, it makes it a lot easier as well.
We're very excited to have our name next to the Union name all over the field, and we're just happy to co-brand a winning partnership. We intend on it looking this way for years out.
Yeah, obviously having my start in the academy, the facilities there are state-of-the-art, first class. To now have this building, have the beautiful fields out there to go along with the stadium is something that the players see, they pick up, and it makes them feel like they're priority number 1, which is important.
This is another key component to our player development story. So if you think about the stadium that's been built, you think about the training field that's been built, now bringing everybody together into one training complex is that next step. And you couple that with what's happening with the Academy and Bethlehem Steel, and now we've got this great integration.
I put this building up against not only any MLS club, but also internationally. I've been a lot of places in the world and see this firsthand in the building all all the different amenities in it that it entails. It's very unique, and it's a one-of-a-kind place that is tops in terms of soccer, not only in this country but throughout.
We really believe that we have the ability to change the face of soccer in North America through all these different key components. And so we can't say that unless we have a world-class training facility. Now we have it in the Power Training Complex.
It's the coolest thing ever to see Power's name, all up, to all over the building in a place that, we've basically been living in for 5 or 6 years. And I'm proud for our people. This is where they come to work every day. They spend so many hours here. And we also bring so many parts of our organization, across the country. We bring them in, to headquarters to see the business as a part of training. And for them to, come in and to see that beautiful stadium and the water and, the gorgeous building, for them to see our name on it, I think is just a really cool accelerator, to what they think of Power.
It's not only this facility that we're in right now, but if I look at the whole of what we have, it makes it so much easier when we bring these players in and show them around of what professional life is like here with the Philadelphia Union and how we come to work every day. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier.
Talk more specifically about today's events, let me introduce our guest speakers, and we start with the chairman of the Philadelphia Union, Jay Sugarman.
Well, thanks, JP. Thanks, everyone, for joining us today. I'm personally excited and honored to be able to announce a long-term partnership with one of the fastest-growing companies in the United States, Power Home Remodeling, and to officially name our practice facilities and fields the Power Training Complex. Gotta love that name, right? Come on, guys. This is another step in our strategy. There we go. To really make the Philadelphia Union a leader in MLS and in American soccer. And we talk about the 3 pillars of our union strategy: delivering a great environment for our fans, delivering a great environment for our players, and delivering a great environment for our employees. And I know we still have a lot of work to do, but over the past 12 months, we've put a lot of the key pieces in place that are going to enable us to succeed. And I view our relationship with Power as another key step for us. So let me tell you about Power and its leadership. This is a company rated the best workplace in America for millennials. They've radically reinvented and professionalized the home remodeling business. Their leaders are young, they're passionate, they're driven. They do what it takes to give their employees a chance to succeed. Plus, and this is probably most important, they love soccer, and they've made their home here in the Wharf. So we share a common goal to make our home and their home someplace very special. So I want to personally welcome Corey, Adam, Asher, wherever he is. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the family. Now, bringing Power into the Union family is just the first step in what we hope is a long and growing relationship with Power. And today's announcement really does highlight the progress we've made in building a great environment for our players. We know it's critical to become known for helping players reach their highest potential. And we've acquired the land, we've built the fields, we've transformed this historic building really to deliver on that goal. And who better to talk about our player environment than our sporting director, Ernie Stewart. And JP, if you'll bring him up, let's have a hand for Ernie Stewart.
Thanks, Jay. First, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Power Training Complex. And before I start talking about this unique complex that we have behind me, I want to go back in time to the first discussions that I had with Jay, Richie, and myself, and how we were talking about the vision of the Philadelphia Union and how we wanted to go forward. We spoke about our amazing academy, where talents and kids grow up to be adults that believe that they can become anyone they want to be, as long as they have hard work and dedication, and obviously with the goal of becoming a professional soccer player. We talked about the Bethlehem Steel that plays in USL, to creating a professional pathway for those athletes that do not have the possibility, because they're not, I want to say, ripe enough to go to our first team, because that's a level that we're trying to raise every single day when we come to work. But it gives them more time, it gives them more minutes, it gives them more opportunities to play and give them that time to reach our first team. We proceeded to talk about what we want to be in the future, and Jay referenced to that too as well. We want to become known as a soccer organization, the soccer organization, becoming the capital of soccer in the United States. Not easy, but at the same time, I myself have a personal goal that in years from now, when little kids grow up in the United States, that they actually, when they look around and they are asking themselves, with their parents, asking themselves a question, where do I want to go to when you want to develop in soccer? And that they wake up and they say, the Philadelphia Union, that's where I want to be. This is why we, and the coaching staff and myself, come to work every single day. We all have the idea that we can be a leader in changing professional soccer in the United States, in believing in the individual athletes that we have. Having said that, you will need a few ingredients to do that. One is a plan and a vision, and even though times get tough, keeping and sticking to that path. A good scouting network. Through that scouting process, acquiring players with a desire to invest in themselves, their future, and that fit within our union culture. An excellent coaching staff and support staff to influence our players in becoming better and believing in themselves. On that note, I would like to say, with Jim Curtin and his coaching staff, I believe the steps that we have already made in a short period of time in this year have been amazing and been excellent. And I truly believe that they don't get enough credit for that at the same time. Last but certainly not least is this building behind us and the fields behind there and the stadium behind those fields breeds professionalism. I think this is what everything is about. When we break up and you go inside and you see this unique environment that we are in now, and what we, as we sit here, are proud to say that is our home, and we open to you to take a look. It's really amazing. The authenticity that there is, the innovation together makes something unique for us, and makes our job every single day and come to work makes it a lot easier. I've traveled a lot, looking at training complexes, looking at stadiums, but I have to say this is unique. This rates amongst the best that there are, and I've seen a lot. I believe that the majority of MLS teams would be jealous just to have a facility like this, have training fields like that. That's one, but most of all, and when you think about U.S. soccer and where we are right now, I hope that we are a great example of what soccer and professional life in the United States can be, in developing players and having facilities as these to influence our players as we have them. Therefore, I would like, and obviously on behalf of our coaching staff and our players and supporting staff, to thank Jay, our ownership group, Corey, and obviously Power for making this possible and building the brand of the Philadelphia Union. Thank you very much.
Now it's time to hear from the co-CEO of Power Home Remodeling, Mr. Corey Schiller.
Hi, everybody. Before I get started, I just want to say that this is really cool. And never in my entire life did I think that Power would be associated with a professional soccer team and have our name up on a building the way that it is now. And I think that's a really cool moment, not just for me, but for everyone at Power. So thanks for being here, and thanks for your support and your interest, in our partnership. A specific thank you and a congratulations to the Philadelphia Union and to the ownership group, to the coaching and to the technical staff, to the players. You guys are amazing athletes. You work hard, and it's an inspiration to watch it. And to everyone that works at the Philadelphia Union, you're a great MLS club, and you've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. But more importantly, you're a great group of people, and you're super warm and open and welcoming, and that's what we're most excited to partner with in the years to come. played soccer growing up, and I remember when the MLS started in 1993, and like most new ventures, like those early years for the league were pretty challenging. And when you think about that point to today, 23 years later, like the MLS is a legitimate professional league in America, and that's like a game change for young athletes, and that gives shape to the dream of becoming a professional soccer player in this country, and it gives that dream to people in a way that a lot of us didn't have, when we were growing up. And the Union, is an example of that dream becoming a reality, like right before our eyes. They came to the Chester waterfront in 2010, and they built the club, they built the organization from the ground up. And from that point to today, they've become like an amazing organization with a beautiful stadium and a devoted fan base, and a great staff and world-class players, and now like our beautiful power training complex to help propel the organization forward it's just like an amazing thing to see how much can happen in a short amount of time. And similarly, Power was founded in 1992, and just like the MLS, like our early years were very difficult, and they were a challenging grind. We're an exterior remodeling contractor, and there aren't a lot of big names in our industry, and there aren't a lot of big examples for us to follow. And with enough like time and determination and some luck, we were able to grow quite a bit in the late 2000s. So much so that we needed to find some new space. And coincidentally, we moved here in late 2010 to the Chester waterfront to establish our national headquarters. And we needed a national headquarters that was going to cater to some really ambitious future plans. And today, Power is the largest and the most advanced home remodeling contractor in the country. We're working out of 12 locations. We're serving over 40,000 customers on a yearly basis, and that's across 17 different states. We've got 1,800 employees and an amazing culture with extraordinary people who are like Power's most valuable asset, without a close second. And we're dedicated to improving, everything that we get an opportunity to touch. And that's not just from beautifying homes and providing great service, but it's creating like a special environment, where people can be happy and they can achieve their dreams. So in reality, this partnership has really been 6 years in the making, and that's for a whole bunch of reasons. We're passionate about soccer, of course, but it's much more than that. In that we both, Power and the Union, we both come from the same place, and we work toward big goals in the same way. And that like entrepreneurial and sort of optimistic spirit, that you can like dream really big and that you can work hard to accomplish what you set after, is something that we recognize in them, and we're really proud to be associated with it. So, coincidentally, as the Union is breaking ground on the Power Training Complex, our national headquarters has also been under construction for about a year. And when it's all said and done, we'll have about 140,000 square feet of like newly remodeled space. And so it's not just the history that's important, it's also like what the future holds. And we're chasing down some really similar dreams, like in our own respective worlds, and we're both making the investments in order to enable that to happen. And we're going to be here for decades to come. And when all those things align, it makes for a great partnership, and we are beyond excited about it and appreciative, to be able to share the future together. So thank you very much for coming, and let's christen this place.
On behalf of the group, thanks everyone for coming out. No questions for those up on the stage, but one-on-one interviews can take place down below. Thanks again, everyone, for your attendance today.